everybody. Today I will be doing something a little bit different. And I say that like every other week, so I don't actually know if this is going to be different. It's different for my channel. So as you can see, I have a mixer here. Why? I don't know. I'm not actually going to use this throughout the series that I'm making. But I decided, you know what, I'm kind of bored, so let's make reviews on music now. Yeah. I mean, I'm still going to be doing other series, like probably going to continue Emery Play sometime. I'm also going to keep doing like reviewing movies, stuff like that. Either way, here's this. Now today, if you couldn't hear by the background music, I'm reviewing Random Access Memories, the 4th studio album by Daft Punk. Let me say, this is probably the best album I've ever heard. Now, first I thought this was one of the weakest Daft Punk albums, but as I started to listen to the songs more, I thought that this is now the best. I mean, you had Human After All put before this at one point, because I really like that album. But after listening to the songs more, I can say it's one of my favorite albums. And if you see me playing around with this doesn't do anything, it's not on. If you want to see it on, oh yeah, I'm going to keep it on. Because it has this really cool rainbow lights, woo! Which I'm going to change to, see, the thing is, this is a completely casual review. I don't even have a script, I'm just making this up as I go. That's what I do with most of my videos. I think I actually have one scripted video. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. This album is the best thing I've ever heard in my life. In my life. I urge everyone to go out and listen to this album. Now, time to list off some high points and low points. High points. Touch. Touch is a very artistic song. It's become my favorite song ever because of how good it is. Although I wouldn't recommend it to most people because it's a lot slower and more artistic. Now, another high point, Give Life Back to Music. The song is playing in the background right now. Great. That's a great opener. Another high point is the closer, Contact. That's a great song. It just builds up. It builds up into the end, and it's a very satisfying conclusion. And I also want to talk about the Japanese closer to the album, Horizon, which has gotten its way to my top 3 after 3 times listening to it. Now, because it's not in America, you have to go on YouTube to actually listen to it. But I would recommend you do that, even with ads, annoying ads. Yeah. I have Spotify Premium. It's just like a brag I'm gonna do. Okay, either way, I recommend you go listen to Horizon on YouTube because you can't really do it anywhere else. Apple Music, nope. Spotify, nope. I don't think you can do it on Tidal either if you actually have Tidal. Now, low points. The only song that I kind of got annoyed by is Get Lucky, since it's people play it so much. It's definitely the most popular song. I'm even happy it got popular, but I'm also eh. Another high point, I forgot this one, Within. So, Touch is a song that makes you feel, but then Within is the song that describes that feeling, and it's great. This is definitely the best studio album Daft Punk's put out, and some of the best, and I would say this is it kind of redefines the genre of electronic music, since this album was made with completely live instrumentation, unlike their other albums using things like samples. This album had no samples, except for the last song, Contact, which used the sample of NASA voice recording. And it fit in well with the song. Now, there's also a lot of features on this album. They have Giorgio Moroder, Paul Williams, that's just a few. They also have Pharrell Williams, Nile Rodgers. See, bunch of features, and I think that they all add something to the song. They're not there just to make the album better. They're there to add to it. Because even without them, it would still be a great album. What else do I have to say? I'm gonna describe like a few songs probably. Touch. Touch is the song. So it starts off with this kind of like, it's like very slow, almost kind of sad, and it's like, well, not sad, but almost kind of scary. It's like you hear like these slow synths, and it just kind of like gradually builds up throughout. As one of my teachers at my school said, there's lots of parts, and I think that they really well blended them together to make a very conclusive song. Game of Love, the one that's playing in the background right now. It's a really great song. Now, the song actually, like this album, describes a lot of one thing that I have not experienced yet, falling in love. But I don't really care, so I feel like even without that experience, I can still relate to that because I feel like music kind of showed me what it felt like, and that's amazing. I mean, I've never fallen in love before, but I feel like the song Game of Love kind of made me feel like that. And alright, what else? I already talked about Contact and Give Life Back to Music. What else? Lose Yourself to Dance is probably the best song with Pharrell Williams. It is, even though there's only two, which are Get Lucky and Lose Yourself to Dance. And I think that Lose Yourself to Dance is the better one because it feels more alive. It has this energy to it, a very similar energy to Crescendo's back in Discovery. Now, what else is there? Last song I want to talk about is no, there's two more songs I want to talk about. What is that song called? Dang it, I actually forgot what one of the songs was called. That just shows you this is very unscripted. Maybe I can look over here. Instant Crush. That's what it was called. That song is really cool. It has this auto tune on it, but it's not on it to make the voice sing, like to make I forgot again. Julian Casablancas. Not to make him sound better, but it's like a stylistic choice, and I really like that. Daft Punk has used that before on some of their earlier work. It's very good. Like on Harder, Better, Stronger, Around the World, you can hear the auto tune, but it wasn't used for it wasn't used to make them sound better. It was used so that very stylistic, and I like that. What else? The last song I want to talk about is Beyond. Now, Beyond is kind of about life in general. I mean, a lot of these songs, including Touch, feel like they're saying the process of life, and it's kind of I really like that. It's a really cool touch. But Beyond kind of talks about how I don't even know. It's just it's great. Alright, conclusion. It's just a great album. It's a really great album. I want all of you to go on Spotify, go to YouTube, whatever you can, listen to this album. You're probably going to love it, or you're probably not going to understand it. Now, if you like more artistic and slower music, this is definitely the album for you. Or if you it feels like a song from the 70s or 80s on an album from the 70s or 80s. Oh my gosh, it feels like a celebration of music in general, which I'm taking from another review. It feels like a celebration of music, and I can appreciate that. Oh my gosh, it feels like... That's it, I guess. See you next time, and I'll talk about, next episode, I'm going to talk about, what am I going to talk about? I don't know. I'll think of something. I'm probably going to talk about, random album title by Dead Mouse. That's what I'm doing next. Random album title by Dead Mouse. expect that one next, because that's the one that's coming next. Alright, Emery out. Bye, guys.